Yes, my guys, welcome back to another DAAAFT. Hope you're having a fantastic day because we, Arsenal, demolished PSV in the Champions League, ending a two-legged tie in one leg, 7-1. Scoring all our goals, as all the Man United fans have been saying, scoring everything in one night and many more at the weekend. All right, but in this video, we're going to be having a quick preview of the Manchester United versus Arsenal game at the weekend. I'm joined with my guy DJ El Pablo, a big Man United content creator. How are you feeling today, DJ El Pablo?
Not so positive, basically, but I'm still trying to just keep the positive energy going, and that's not something that Manchester United fans like in this day and age with what's going on in the club, on the field and off the field. So yeah, I'm trying to keep a positive mindset. I mean, ahead of our game tomorrow, but also trying to look ahead to Arsenal, even though my manager doesn't like to look beyond the next game.
You should keep a positive mind, because I know you guys lost the FA Cup in the game, obviously through penalties. Yeah, you know how we felt when we lost to you on penalties as well. At least that's karma, as they say.
Do you think it's karma? Because the truth is, I know we won that game fair and square on penalties. And then I give credit to Fulham, even though Fulham is also your London rival. I give them credit for, doing us in the penalty. So, I mean, if we had converted our chances, I mean, we won't be here.
Exactly.
So.
Now, you talk about your manager. I've not spoken to you on camera about your manager. How are you feeling about Amorim? Because when he was coming in, everyone was happy, excited. We've got the the next big thing, the managerial genius from Sporting Lisbon. He's won leagues. He was unbeaten at the time he joined United. And, your first loss was to Arsenal, 2-0. And you guys are calling us set-piece merchants and things like that, even though we've not scored any set pieces since January. But, how are you feeling
since that game?
Manager? Yeah.
Since that game. So, I can totally understand. For my manager, the truth is, before we got him, I was also always backing Ten Hag. Because, in truth, Ten Hag said this thing from the beginning. And if we can see stark comparisons between Amorim and Ten Hag. Ten Hag is, I'll keep everything to myself and I'll say what I want to say. But Amorim is, I'll say it the way it is and not care what, the press or the media thinks, and then say what the media wants to hear. So that's positive from Eric Ten Hag, because from Ruben Amorim, because Ruben Amorim just kind of states it the way it is and never wants to hold back his thoughts. And he said it from the beginning, we're going to suffer. Just that my United fans didn't expect that the suffering was going to last this long or was going to be over the period that he has joined. And I've always said, so long as we've got him, we just have to back him. But on the other hand, we knew it was coming. We knew that, most of the Man United fans knew that, especially the big content creators, knew that the squad wasn't good enough, especially for the style of play. But the powers that be that got him on board knew what they wanted to achieve, knew the kind of squad they wanted to build. Despite that, we still signed 5 players at the beginning of the season to be able to suit that squad. And the truth is, in all honesty, these 5 players haven't done badly at all. They haven't done badly at all. And then we added a few youngsters as we progressed in the season. In January we got 2 players from Arsenal, July we got 1 player from Arsenal. January we got another one from Arsenal. And we've given them first team chances. But in truth, it is this period that the manager is using as kind of like pre-season to get the sense of the kind of players that he's going to work with in the future. So, and then in summer we now start working on signing players that will fit the style of play. And that is why we got to give someone like Christopher Vivell, who is a recruitment specialist, a permanent role at Manchester United to deal with recruitment, especially for players. And with Christopher Vivell coming, we signed 3 youngsters, 17-year-old, 18-year-old, and 17-year-old. Chido Obi, Aiden Heaven, and Seko Kone. So, and then we're also, working on Quenda. But the truth is, My United fans are not patient. The media is not patient. And the media is trying to find loopholes, but it's not working. So it is what it is.
Fair enough. I noticed that in your answer, you didn't really talk about what was going on the pitch. You skipped that one. You talked mostly about off the pitch and the players.
Yeah.
What about your games? How are you feeling about Amorim and his games? Because the other Man United fans I talk to weekly on Run of Play podcast, they're saying that Amorim is trying to reinvent football. He's doing further maths. He's overthinking and overtinkering with the team. So what do you say to that?
I watched Run of Play. I've been watching Run of Play podcast, and I've been seeing the fans' views, and I've been wanting to kind of chip in. The truth is, Ruben Amorim, when we were talking about Ruben Amorim, Liverpool was targeting him, Man City was targeting him. I went and watched. I used to watch Sporting. I started following them on FotMob, and I started watching Sporting games, and it's the same thing, like literally the same 3-4-3 formation, like no difference. The goalkeeper is not as amazing, but the goalkeeper does the job, of which ours is not doing as much as the job because he's had more errors leading to goals this season. But overall, with regards to like gameplay and how our team is playing, with this formation, there's a lot of ground to cover. Yeah. And you need absolutely fit players. That is why we had 7 injured players in one training session when we had a week off. So with the style of play, I like the style of play because you can see different patterns. You can see it's not pragmatic. It's more of ball control, using the flying wing backs, and then using the 210s as well because they must be energetic. They must be running box to box. And then I'm more concerned about that square in the mid. That's the 210s and the 2-6s. Now, the 210s, obviously, we're now we don't have Ahmad now. We now have Xerxes and Garnacho. And then we have the 2-6s now working perfectly, Bruno and Ugarte, of which Ugarte had a knock over the weekend. So I like the structure of the formation. It's very structured. It's straightforward. You know what we want to play, right? And then it's very key to see that the defenders, the back three, are involved in the game. Before it used to be just defend Maguire, Lindelof, or just defend Maguire, Lisandro Martinez. But now they have to play. They have to be ball playing. They have to spray the passes. And if you look at the stats at the end of games, the defenders and the 2-6s have the most touches of the ball.
Yeah, because you guys are always passing backwards and sideways.
I don't think it's backwards and sideways. It's those in between the line passes. No, it's those in between the line passes that I see. Like Lisandro Martinez, we've missed him now in this squad because you see those intricate passes from the defense, passing through the midfield and getting straight to the attacker, and then or one of the 10s. So, and then another thing I noticed, of which Man United fans are not seeing, is Alejandro Garnacho. You know, Amorim said something. He said that Garnacho is better, that he never knew that Garnacho was good at this, but Garnacho is good at receiving the balls between the lines. And then what happens is he tried to find a way to modify Garnacho's role. Garnacho is a winger, no doubt. But he modified Garnacho's role in such that he gets the ball between the lines as a 10 and flies to the wing to get one-on-one. And if you notice in the press conferences...
How many goals have he scored since he has been doing that?
Well, he has not scored in 15 games, which is a sad one to see. But the most important thing is to get him to be one-on-one with the defender. So, which makes Garnacho play as in from the 10, go out wide, and the flying wing back goes in as an invited fullback. So, it's just... the nuances in between, and then also finishing our chances has always been a problem. Between our 2 strikers in the league, we have 6 goals. But in all competitions, Rasmus Højlund has 8 because he has 5 in Europa League. So it's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to bring on some head-to-head stats ahead of the game and still see if because the way you're talking, I think you're very quite confident you guys are going to demolish Arsenal. But
not demolish, but I know.
Guys, and the intricate passing in between the lines, you guys are going to open us up. You're going to destroy us. Your 6-6 and your back 5. You wouldn't want to say it's a back 4. Your back 5
back
and
3.
your 2
It's a back 3.
You guys will be able to demolish us. But anyways, as usual, I get the stats from soccerpunter.com, and this is the Premier League. The last 5 games, Arsenal have won 3, lost 1 to West Ham. This disappointing game, and drew to Nottingham Forest in the league. And while you guys, United, you've only won 2 of the last 5 games. With you guys beating Leicester, I believe 3-2 as your last EPL game.
No, Ipswich
Town. Yeah, Ipswich Town. But so you guys have not played Real Sociedad yet, so we don't know how that game is going to go at the time of recording. But in terms of our Premier League form, are you kind of concerned, or you think
Yes.
that it's a big game, your players are going to stand up and
Oh, I mean, from the Manchester United perspective,
mm-hmm.
I'm a bit concerned with regards to form and as in leading to the game, because in our last 5 games we've lost 2 games, and I mean in our last 5 games we've lost 2, drawn 1, and then won 2.
Yeah.
But then in the league as a whole, we had I think 3 consecutive losses before we played Ipswich, and it was bad.
Yeah.
So what I can say is I'm not confident about how we are going to approach Arsenal, but I think that Man United players turn up when it comes to big teams like Arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, like Man City, like Liverpool and stuff. So Ruben Amorim might have something up his sleeves. That's why obviously Ugarte is injured and will probably be rested ahead of Arsenal. So
Fair. Even though we've won 3 in the last 5, you guys play the way that all the teams that we've drawn and lost to play. You guys kind of sit back and paddle your sided backwards and wait, hoping for Arsenal to kind of, to break the lines while you guys try to go on the counter attack. And we've struggled against those teams, and you guys are quite good at it and recycling the ball. So
that's transition play.
It's going to be very, very tough for you guys. Don't transition anything. You play your 5-5-0. I've not seen you guys transition yet. But anyways, let's look at overall in the league. We've played 27 matches. Both teams, Manchester United have only won 9, drawn 6, and lost 12. Your home form, you've won 6 games. Arsenal, on the other hand, we've won 15 overall, drawn 9, and lost 3. And away from home, we've won 7. So you've won only 6 at home. We've won 7 away from home. So that kind of away record kind of, gives me joy, because we've also drawn 5. You guys have only drawn 1, lost 7 at home. Yeah. Interesting. So with that form, I believe that we should be able to
Did you look at the away form as well?
No, well, you guys are at home, so I don't look at your away form.
Yeah. So, but our home form is already picking up. I mean, we lost to Fulham, but on penalties. Just like Arsenal said when they lost to Man United on penalties. Right. When we lost to Fulham, but in full time, it wasn't basic. We didn't lose basically, and in that game, we don't have Dogu back, so we still use Nusa Mazraoui and Dalo.
But Mazraoui is not a bad player. The way Man United fans are talking about him like he is one kind of crap player. He plays well.
Why I'm saying Nusa Mazraoui is that Nusa Mazraoui is a very versatile player, and he's among the 5 players that we signed that has shown up this season. Right? The player that Man United fans are getting on the back of the most is Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot, one game he's up, another game he's just crap. Then the next game he's up, and then the next game he's crap. So it's hard for one to just kind of get a sense of what is expected of Diogo Dalot when it comes to playing as a wing back and all of that. So
fair enough. Yeah, I still think we're going to. That start gives me a little bit of hope, but then when I come to the overall start, I can see on the screen right now, at Old Trafford. We've met each other 26 times. You guys have won 16, and we've only won 4 times. So I think the start is on your side in terms of at Old Trafford. Again, does this fill you with hope? This is how I like to ask my question.
Oh yeah, yes. It fills me with a lot of hope, because anything can happen, and it's a big game, and that is when everybody turns up, and that's where you see the comparison statistics and those merchants who compare players. So. We don't have Ahmad, but we have Bruno. So
yes, and you have Garnacho. You guys bring him on.
Yeah, we have Garnacho.
Second half to try to come and create things. But fair enough.
Yep.
And this start is only at Old Trafford. I would say since 2020. That's when Ateta was there. We've met you guys at your crown 4 times. You've won twice and you lost twice. So last season we beat you guys home and away. I'm hoping we're going to do it again this season.
I doubt that. This season, I doubt that. Amorim will be very aware about it, aware of things like this. I don't even mind if he puts in an Arsenal player like Chidobe to start, an ex-Arsenal player like Chidobe to start and score.
I like the way he played against Fulham.
Exactly.
He should come, do more. Come and face Gabriel.
And then Gabriel will try and hack him down because an ex-Arsenal, and then the next thing, free kick or penalty.
We don't care.
Remember, we score from free kicks too, so don't forget that.
Yeah, you can score from free kicks. We've not really scored from set pieces in a long time. You guys have taken over right now, and since you guys have been scoring from set pieces, I've not heard anyone saying, "Oh, we are set piece FC." I've not heard that. Exactly.
Ruben Amorim said something after the Arsenal game. He said Arsenal are capitalizing on scoring from set pieces.
Mhm.
And I think we need to take advantage of that. I remember that press conference post Arsenal
Yes.
when I released the video and I said it's a game of set pieces, set piece merchants, Stoke City FC, and Dimitar
But now,
Berbatov.
are you applying those same things to your team right now?
We don't. How many goals do we have? That's the question. Did you compare the goals Arsenal has scored versus the goals Man United has scored in Premier
We're
League this
talking
season?
since you guys started calling us Stoke FC and Set-Piece FC. Let's compare. I'm sure you guys have
Yes.
way more set-piece
No,
goals.
we
Arsenal.
probably have in the Premier League. I think we have 4 set pieces
Yeah.
scored in the last 5 games.
And we've not scored any goal from set pieces in the last 5 games.
Because teams have figured out how to defend Arsenal set pieces. I was saying it in that game, and it seems the Man United fans, every Man United it's easy to see soccer or football from from the outside and be able to coach it. But the truth is, Man United fans knew when Arsenal sent those 6 players to the back post and Gabriel to the penalty spot, the way to stop him is put one player on Gabriel, push all the 6 players out of the game. Ipswich tried it, it worked, but I think Arsenal drew that game or won Ipswich, I can't remember. And then other teams started to figure it out. Then Arsenal started to change their set piece style. So think about it. We now figured out how to do it. And then when we played against Rangers in the Europa League, we tried that set piece style. Exactly how Arsenal does it. Send 6 or 5 players to the back post and then just run
we
across.
are coaching the league now. You know how we do. We coach the league. Aston Villa is doing
And
it
then
as well.
we
Everyone is
scored a
doing it.
goal, and the goal was cancelled because somebody went down or feigned or dived in the box, and then it was given as a free kick. So
Yeah, I don't know who
We
the
scored
referee
4
is. Do you know who
set
the referee is for the game?
no, I don't. I think I might be able to find out. But yeah, I mean, we scored 4 set pieces in the last couple of games. But I don't see us trying, because the truth is, it's not. I don't think we're going to get the opportunity to have set pieces in the Arsenal. Maybe corner kicks or something.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to have that much unless Garnacho draws a foul near the box. Then we can say we have a chance, and we have no Maguire because he's injured. So
That's why I'm asking, because if it's like Chris Kavanagh right now, that EPL referee,
oh my God,
you guys are going to have a better game compared to
you
us.
think?
Yeah, that guy does never have any 50-50. Arsenal always be on the losing side of 50-50s with Chris Kavanagh in this game. So
Well, yeah. Another person I don't like with regards to reffing is Michael Oliver. Is the worst of them all.
It doesn't come
Because it's those big games that he does, and he's a Newcastle fan, for crying out loud, man.
Yeah, they might put him there. But anyways,
Yeah.
we'll see how
I'm
it
not
goes.
seeing. Anthony Taylor.
Oh, Taylor is on and off. That's the problem. Sometimes
Yes.
he has a good game. Sometimes he has a terrible game.
Yes.
Depends on his mood. If he sleeps and
Oh,
wakes up very
man.
well.
Yeah.
But
Now,
just
speaking of
just now,
injuries.
penalty, and we're going to have very, very controversial
man.
penalty decisions in that game. Taylor is
That's if someone decides to go and dive. That's the thing.
because Taylor doesn't know how
Yeah.
to spot penalties.
Oh, don't let Joshua Zexi catch your defenders. Oh my God.
Zexi is
That
not
guy
good
is a
even.
joy to walk. He's a joy to watch. man.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
We have different perspective there, because I was
What
going
do-
to say
what
that
do you
Zexi
think?
is a flop.
No.
Zexi is a flop. Like, what does he do
No.
attacking wise?
He creates chances.
How many has he created?
How many games has he started?
Well,
In the
once
last
he
5
started.
games? The last 5 games, he started 4.
Exactly. And how many chances did he
Yeah.
create in those 4?
Should we go and check the stats? We can go and check the stats. It's not
People
harsh.
say I use the eye test. This guy disappears
use the eye
in
test?
games. Yes. He
No.
disappears in games. Does not do anything.
In the
He
Fulham
does
game,
not
in the
trouble
Fulham
any defenders, nothing.
in the
All he
Fulham
does
game
is
we
just
saw
run.
no.
It's a kind of, let's
But-
press.
But why are fans? He's not a runner. Why are fans on his back? He's not a runner. That's the thing. He's not a runner. Let's just use the Ipswich game for example. Let's use the Ipswich game for example.
Let's
and
use Fulham game, for example.
I'll go to Fulham. Don't worry. But I'm going to use the Ipswich game for example to get Joshua Zex's stats. So in the Ipswich game, he had a good rating. He was subbed off at the 90th minute, right? He played 89 minutes, right? He had 40 touches, and that's an improvement because most games he gets 7 to 10 to 12 touches, but he had 40 touches because he's been played as a 10.
Yes,
Right.
Ipswich, though. Ipswich. Yeah.
Yeah. Passes into the final third, 4 per 90.
But it's an attacking
Def-
forward. Yeah.
Defensive actions, 4. Recoveries, 4.
Mm.
Right? Duels won, 6. Right? chances
created.
in this game, he had 0.
Okay.
But do you know his rating?
No, let's leave rating. Like we're talking about chance created. It's an attacking forward. Chances created 0. Passes into the box. He said 4 or something like that.
Our chance creator is Bruno Fernandes, the best chance creator since 2020.
Yes. Let's talk about your danger man then. Please, who's your danger man?
My danger man.
Bruno Fernandes set piece only. That's why he's going to be a danger man. Who else is
my danger man? If he's fit for that game is Alejandro Garnacho.
Do you think he's going to start? I think he's going to come on a second half. No.
That's if we start Eriksen, because there's nobody else. That's the thing. So this is the way I think Ruben Amorim will try to work with the injuries that we have. If Manuel Ugarte sits out the rest of that game, and it depends on how the rest of that game goes anyway. If Manuel Ugarte sits out the rest of that game, then we could have Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro, or even Toby Collier play in the mid, and then, or we have Bruno Fernandes and Christian Eriksen play mid, and then we have Garnacho starting. But if Garnacho is not starting, then we have Bruno Fernandes playing as one of the 10s, and then Christian Eriksen and any defensive midfielder playing in the mid. But if we play with a midfield of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen, Arsenal are going to run us.
No, I don't think
Arsenal are going to run us.
Anyway.
So he will probably play Ugarte and Casemiro. If he plays Ugarte and Casemiro, I have some hope and because there's going to be some clattering
and
going
red
on
card,
in that midfield.
Yes.
No red card. How many red cards has Casemiro gotten this season?
Yeah, because he's not playing this season. That's
how many? Okay, the person I'm even expecting that's going to do the clattering is Manuel Ugarte. How many red cards has Manuel Ugarte gotten this season? None. Think about it.
Don't worry, Rice will stress him.
Rice, okay.
Rice. German is going to be not Merino. Ethan Nwaneri.
Yeah. I rate that guy. I rate him. I rate Nwaneri. It's just that Arsenal, it's expected that Arsenal is supposed to have. You guys don't know what you have in your under 18s. We know what we have, but they don't have patience. That's why Chido went to you guys. They give him a pathway that, okay, you know what? You stay on the under 18s, play some games under 23, be training with the first team and wait for your chance. It's like, no, I want to go and play now. I want to go and play. And you guys. But he's actually a Man United fan.
People that like to dash people money, you said, okay, jump from 4K to like 30K. How much are you guys paying him?
No, but he's actually a Man United fan, remember. And we gave him his first pro contract.
Yeah, because you guys, from 4,000 to 30,000, who's not going to collect that big jump? Right? And say you're going to play first team football. He's going to do that.
But if you watch Chido play when he's playing for the under 18s and the under 21s, he seems like a senior player. Yeah, he plays like a senior player.
Yeah, we saw that. But obviously, sometimes I know Arteta has the problem of not like just trusting you like wholeheartedly. Exactly. But he likes to build people up, because if Nwaneri was in another team, Nwaneri would have been a first team starter for like 2 seasons now, because of the way he plays ahead of his time. But he gave him, bide your time, watch first team play, get used to the system, so you're not just coming with your hot head thinking you're going to dribble everybody, things like that. Yeah,
but that's what Chidobe is doing in Man United.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to start, because you see against Fulham, you could tell that he has something about him, but he's still not seasoned. He doesn't know when to.
He's not experienced.
Exactly.
No, he doesn't know when to dive. Doesn't know when to dive and when to stand up.
He doesn't know. He don't know the difference yet. That's what you need to do on the bench and learn. But
it's because that's what he does in the academy. When I watch Chidobe in the academy, he's like Haaland of the academy. What he does is you push him, hack him, he'll just push you away and go and shoot and score. But now coming to the men's football is totally different.
Exactly.
Right? And if you know that you're not going to go down, then you have to finish your chances.
Yes.
If you know that you're going to be hacked, you better go down.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
People say that about when we're going to face Sporting Lisbon in the Champions League, that they have Gyökeres. We do not see him in the game. So bring your Chido Obi Martin. Please play Højlund. I want Højlund, please. Play Højlund and Zexi. That would be a fantastic game for us,
I believe we're going to start Chido Obi ahead of Rasmus for the sake of the fact.
70 million striker.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. 72 million. He's 72 million pound striker.
Is he
22 years old.
Is he a flop?
No, it's not.
Two seasons. It's not a flop.
Yeah. Last season he scored 17 goals.
But Højlund is not a flop.
No, but last season he scored 17 goals. You know why? What makes Havertz more of a flop than Højlund?
Go on.
Højlund came from Atlanta after playing 2 seasons. Havertz came from Chelsea, being their top scorer there, coming here.
How many
to
league
Arsenal.
goals did Højlund score
Last season. 17, I think.
League
15.
goals. League
Yes,
goals,
league.
not all
Yes.
competition.
Not all competition. I think 15.
Please
Yeah.
check.
Check.
I don't know.
Because there was a run he had that I'm going to check his stats now. There's a run he had where he was just scoring back to back. Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to check. I think either he scored 15 or 11. I'm going to check. Premier League. Oh, go back. Yeah. So because let me just look at him. Player profile from, because this
Last
season
23-24, he only had 10 goals, 2 assists.
in the Premier League.
Yes.
Okay. And then
Europa League. No goal
Europa
in
League, he had-
last season.
he didn't.
No. He had 5 Champions League goals. So
5
15
Champions League goals,
in all
yeah. 15.
competitions. Yeah.
10 league goals, 15 in all competitions.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to Havertz
You know Harvard did better than that.
last season. But will you call him a flop for a 21-year-old at the time?
How old is Harvard?
Actually, 20.
You think that Harvard is like 60
Harvard,
year
how old is Harvard?
Harvard is 25 years old.
Boom. He should be coming to his peak. That's what he means. That's the difference. There's all like the players we have, they were doing well in Italy, and that's why Italy is different from Premier League. Premier League is more competitive. Premier League is more aggressive. Premier League is faster. So Højlund was doing well, scoring 10 to 12 goals per season for 2 seasons that he played in Atlanta. But when he came to United, I think the first 15 games he struggled.
Okay.
But the truth is, you come to United and you're a young player, and you are now the only striker we have, the main striker. For him to come up with 15 goals, 5 in the Champions League, and then this season 3 goals, 5 in the Europa League. I mean, for me, I'm very positive about him based on the fact that he's young.
This season, Havertz has 9 Premier League goals.
And
4
9 Premier
Champions
League
League goals already.
That's how many? That's 11, 12.
Yeah. Let's say 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. I mean,
and it's not played as much as Højlund, but
okay.
it is what it is.
Højlund has played 1,342 minutes all season.
I don't know. My math is not that great to convert that into 90 minutes.
That's 22 matches in total,
okay.
basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And started 16 of
Harvard has
those.
played 21. So in 21 Premier League games, he has 7 more goals. But, agenda must agenda.
No, agenda must agenda.
Yes.
The agenda against Rasmus Højlund is there.
Yes.
He has to prove himself. He hasn't scored, and it's given that he has done poorly this season.
Okay.
And I watched, I think I released a video about it. I watched a video where Rio Ferdinand was talking to Andrew Cole about Rasmus and Bruno Fernandes and all of that. And he said something that he expects that how Rasmus should approach the game is not to focus on the defender, instead focus on his game. That's 1. 2, talk to Bruno Fernandes to say, okay, you know what, the first 5-10 minutes, I'm going to make some runs. You have to find me. And that's what he used to do with Paul Scholes. And that is what I expect the pundits, the ex-pundits, ex-players to say.
That's what I expect the coach to do. That's what I expect the coach to do.
Yeah, but that's
the coach that made him score 15 goals. You guys sacked him.
Yeah, but that's what I expect the coach to do. Also, that's the same coach that coached a similar type of player like Gyökeres.
Okay.
Trust me, if Rasmus was in Arsenal, he would score more goals. If Rasmus was in Arsenal, he would score more goals.
He will be sold.
He will score more goals. He will score more goals than even
anybody's going to score goals at Arsenal. You know why? We have a better coach. But
no, you don't have a better coach. You create chances for your striker.
But is it not coaching? Is it not coaches?
Nah, bro.
You're playing 5-5-0.
You have a coach
playing 5-5-0 formation.
Yeah, but yes, you have a coach. No problem. We have played sideways backwards. But you have a coach that is going to his 6th year.
Strikers, you're not scoring goals. We don't have strikers. We are banging 7 goals in Champions League. We are banging
in the Champions League against PSV. Did you watch? Do you know? PSV lost to Go Ahead Eagles 3-2 in the previous game in their league.
They beat Liverpool in the Champions League. they beat Juventus in the Champions League. We will take our win where we take our win. You guys cannot bank on this.
Congratulations.
Thank you
What
very
I'm going to
much.
say, what I'm going to say in
Well,
effect
what I'm going to
is
say
this.
is you beat Real Sociedad first. Whatever as Real Sociedad.
Real Sociedad. Okay.
Before you.
No, Real Sociedad, at least we've played them 5 times. We've won them 3 times. They've won us once. and
Yes,
we've
that's a
done one,
different
so-
coach, not your coach. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It
not
doesn't
playing
matter. It's the same team.
5-5-0
It's
and
the same
5-4-1.
same Mendy. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
no
And that
wahala.
you guys are targeting. It's 20.
That's
Just so you know,
That's wrong.
that is rumor. He's 25 years old. Just so you know, so that by the time he comes and flops, then people, because at some point Merino that is scoring for you guys were slagging him. I watch your fans' reactions.
Yes, it's still rubbish. Nobody's saying it's not.
Oh, okay, it's a flop.
It's not a flop. It's just one season. You can't call someone a flop in one season. That's why I've not yet called
Good.
Zexi a flop because it's just his first season.
Yeah, but
if
that's
he's-
what you started the
if he's
conversation with.
If he's still doing the same thing next season, obviously it's going to be a flop.
Now he's going to. So remember Mateus Cunha.
Mm.
That's what I thought about this morning. Mateus Cunha came in to Wolves as a striker.
Yeah.
Now, the same Wolves is playing the 3-5-2 formation, the 3-4-3 formation, and that's like the coach of Wolves is a Portuguese coach, and that's when I was doing a research about Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim's style of play is what has revolutionized Portuguese football from the coaching perspective, club football. So most Portuguese coaches employ this 3-4-3 formation, and it was the same 3-4-3 formation that Wolves used to beat us.
Because they want to
Same style of play, same formation. You say?
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, same style of play, same formation. And they have Mateus Cunha, who was a striker playing as a 10. That's what I see
Zexi.
that's happened with Xerxes.
Okay.
Now,
This is
in Man
recorded so that
United-
we can play this next year.
Yes. Now, in Man United, what I see that we lack, and that's what I see that Man United is going to try to sign next season, is ball carriers from the midfield. Only Bruno cannot do it. Only Manuel Ugarte cannot do it. Only Garnacho cannot do it. We used to have Ahmad. Now Ahmad injured. We need at least 2 or 3 more ball carriers. People that can carry the ball from the midfield to the attack and then create chances. We don't have that. So there's always a disconnect. And if you look at the game, watch the game against Arsenal, you see that very big space between the striker and the 2 6s.
Yes.
You see that very big space in the
Coaching.
middle there.
Coaching.
So
Coaching.
okay.
What's
worries.
let's say your predicted starting 11? Who do you think is going to start?
So for my predicted starting 11, even though I don't have complete knowledge of, the squad, and we will know by Friday, but then from what we have now, for goalkeeping, we don't have anyone else other than Andre Onana. So Andre Onana in net. Then in defense, considering what we have currently, we're going to start with Matis de Ligt, centre back, Lenny Euro on the left side, and then we're going to start with Nuzem Mazraoui, obviously. But I know the manager is going to try and say, okay, he trusts Lindelof, but no, it's going to be Nuzem Mazraoui, Matis de Ligt, and Lenny Euro, back 3. Then wing backs, Dogu is not yet back as we're still suspended, so it will be Dalot on the left. That's tough. Okay, so it's going to be Lindelof, de Ligt, Euro. Then wing backs, Nuzem Mazraoui and Dalot. Then mid, Manuel Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte will probably be back then. So Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes. Then in attack, we have Garnacho and Xerxes. And then up top, the manager is going to go with Rasmus, but I'm going to go with Chido. So Chido Obi.
Fair enough. Please play that starting 11. Anyone you guys want, how you want to reshuffle it, play it.
Because you guys are striker, so
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
and Dalot is up to 1 area. I wish Dogu played in that game. We'll play in that game. My days. Anyway,
it won't change anything because you guys will just pack in your half for the first half. Just stay back and just soak in all the pressure.
and then second half
That's
we'll
inside
transition
the
and
box.
score
Second half, you bring in Garnacho that will just run like a headless chicken, just keep running and trying to
and creating
he
chances
wants to-
and score play.
If we want to score a wonder strike and just keep ballooning the ball, that is how
Okay.
it's going to be. But yeah.
Arsenal fan.
But yeah, so predicted starting 11, I think it's going to be the same as the one that played against Nottingham Forest. I believe lewis-skelly will still be suspended, so it's going to be Raya in goal. Back 4 of Calafiori, even though I hope we'll play Tierney. Calafiori, William Saliba.
Always enjoyed Tierney. Well, speaking of Tierney, do you think Tierney is a flop?
No.
Okay.
Why would I say Tierney is a flop?
Or is he a failed signing?
It's not a failed signing. I just I don't even sign him, but he won the FA Cup. It was quite
days.
yes.
I won the FA Cup.
He won the FA Cup. He was very instrumental in that run.
All right.
So yeah, Tierney, Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, and Julian Timber. They should keep resting Ben White because we need him to play Real Madrid. Just bring him in the last 5 minutes. The midfield trio of obviously the powerhouse of Rice, Partey, Odegaard, and the front three that Arteta is going to play is going to be Trossard, Merino, and Waneri. I would have loved for us to put Calafiori up top. And
he scored yesterday.
And he's not scared to shoot. It's not, like when he's playing the false nine, he's there, he's in the box. Merino forgets that he's the false nine. He keeps like trying to go back and play as a 6 or something. But the manager just wants him there for some reason. So, that's what they started.
I mean, he scored 2 goals in his first attempt of being a false nine.
Then, Uncle, the goal is scored.
He scored one yesterday.
PSV. Yeah, but that was like a gift goal. Like the defender just laid the ball, was trying to pass to the keeper. I don't know what the key defender was doing. The ball was just there, basically.
And then there was an ex-Man United player in that squad as well.
Yes, your favorite Malasia,
Yeah. And then now fans are getting on his back as well. He just came back from an ACL injury. It's not easy to come back from such an injury, but
let's round up with predictions. What's your predicted score line? How do you think the game is going to go?
So I would have said it will be a 1-1 draw, but I'm a dreamer. We will concede 1 goal in the first half because we don't score goals in the first half anymore. So we'll concede 1 goal in the first half and we'll score 2 in the second half. So 2-1 to Man United because we're at home.
Fair enough. 2-1 to Manchester United. Interesting.
Yep.
When we did predictions in run of play, I said 1-1 at the time because I did not have confidence. But after scoring 7 goals, why would you have all the energy and all of the hype?
Have you seen how your season has been going? Up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
This might be the down.
It doesn't matter because of the way you guys are playing. Yes, I'm confident.
Okay.
I am confident it's going to be a 3-1.
Okay, so to Arsenal. Okay, let me give you a scenario.
Go on then.
Chido Obi starts the game or comes on in the second half and does this after scoring.
Yeah, he can do whatever he
2-1.
wants. Because it's not 2-1. Going to score.
Okay.
3-1. 3-1.
Okay.
Well, there you have it, guys. Please let us know what you think in the comment section below. Please, I know this channel is mostly Arsenal fans and Liverpool haters. You guys let Man United, let them put them in their place, please. And please check out DJ El Pablo's channel. He drops lots of Manchester United content, even those the reviews, the press conferences as well. Please subscribe to his channel. Press the like button on this video. Subscribe if you're new or yet to do so. And we are going to come back again after we react to the game.
I look forward to the reaction.
Yes.
I might cry, but it's okay.
All right, then take care, people. Peace.